Hey friends, happy Thursday night. We meet again at almost 11. That seems to be my normal, right? Moving on up in the world. We're now sitting at my desk in the master bedroom. Still working. I haven't even touched my area yet with the schoolroom, craft room, guest room, whatever you want to call it. Today was a day. Today was Dollar Tree Day. I needed a couple of things, so did Mom. And we went to Goodwill, furniture hunting, success. I found her a beautiful solid wood coffee table for less than $20. Thanks to a very kind lady that I met in the Goodwill. We struck up a conversation for like 10 minutes on just life living here in our city and in Arizona in general, and you know, just kids and school, and then she gave me a 20% off coupon that's apparently good all month long. So that helped bring the table down to like just a little over $19. And so I will insert a picture somewhere in this video of that. I actually was able to look around for stuff, I needed. So we're gonna go through that. I got the post office taken care of with the previous owners, and it looks like the postal carrier for my area got the memo, because today I just had a thing in the mailbox that, when I returned it, it said "or current resident." I just crumpled it up and threw it in my car. It was something I didn't care about. Anyways, so what else did we do? I had to go back to Walmart because I had to get a couple things that I forgot yesterday and that I realized I needed today. So joys of moving into a bigger house, right? You just keep remembering things that you need, and I don't think, I'm not going back to Walmart for a third day in a row. No. I do have to go to Safeway or Smith's tomorrow, which Smith's is Kroger company. So, and then Safeway is Vaughn's, Albertsons, and I can't remember the other ones that are in it. Anyways, I do have to do that tomorrow. And then I'm going to go back to Goodwill because there was a table that I really liked. It was solid wood. I mean, these are furniture pieces that were like from the 70s, probably, maybe even early 80s, but they were just solid wood. Like, I struggled to get this table of my mom's in, and I went through the front door because the front door is closest to her room, and I still struggled to carry this sucker. So I want to go back and get this end table to put by my chair in the living room in front of the fireplace, if they still have it. But the guy told me today that they just got a huge shipment of furniture, and they're gonna be putting more furniture out and to keep checking back and stuff. So I just care about that end table. It was like 15 bucks. And like I said, it's solid wood. And there's another nail up on the wall. It looks like a bug, but it's a nail, I promise. Oh, did I take a picture of it? I might have. If I took a picture of it, I'll insert it in the video as well, but it's already hanging on my wall in the living room. I got this really beautiful picture with a saying on the miracle of marriage. It's beautiful. So I got that for less than $5. So it was a good day overall. The not so good part is last night after I made the video, I had started seeing news reports that the FAA, Federal Aviation Administration, is now going to be mandating 10% cuts in flights in 40 airports across the skies, the friendly skies, as we want to call it, right? I don't know how friendly it is right now. It's such a mess. So with that being said, as soon as I saw that, I'm like scrambling through the articles, and I'm looking at, because I knew what my son's flights were going to be, and I'm scrambling through, looking through the airports, and I'm like, crap. 3 of the 4 airports he would have been flying through are affected. So I hurried up and sent him the articles. He started doing his research this morning when he got up before he had to log on for work because he works from home. And he called me. It's crazy that he would call me because I was going to call him when I got home this afternoon. And he told me, him and I both agreed that it's going to be best for him to postpone his trip until the shutdown is done, hopefully soon, and they can get their heads back on straight, which I'm not holding out high hopes on that one. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. This is not a political video. But, you know, I mean, yeah, I'm sad, but at the same time, I don't want my son stranded somewhere. And one of the airports that's majorly affected right now before the 10% cuts even take effect on Friday is DFW, Dallas-Fort Worth. And that was supposed to be where he was flying into first before going to Las Vegas. The only airport not affected was his airport, which is Chattanooga. But Dallas-Fort Worth, Las Vegas, and Charlotte are all on that 10% cut list. So I told him, I said, if you did choose to fly and you got stranded somewhere, I would, of course, drive and bail him out. You know, I'd go and pick him up and whatever. But, you know, that's just what a mom would do, right? So we're going to postpone until first week of February. And, yeah, so my trip to Savers over the weekend will be put on hold for a little while, which is okay. It's okay. I don't think Mom could travel right now that far. I don't. She had a hard day, mobility-wise. So we managed. And then I noticed towards the evening she was starting to have some confusion. Like, I had just cleaned her bathroom before I bathed little buddy, and I told her where I put her toothbrush and hairbrushes and toothpaste, and not even 2 minutes later she's asking me, where did you put my stuff? And I'm just... yeah, but anyways, I made us a really good dinner. I made homemade turkey burgers. I will insert a picture of that in here somewhere too if I remember. But I've already been yapping your ear off. I just wanted to give you an update on what's going on with my son. And then I'm going to be sharing, I got to figure out how to do it, but I'm going to be sharing another video on my post tab sometime by this weekend. My youngest daughter, who still lives at the apartment with my husband, gave her testimony at church last night. And I turned it on during dinner, and I was just a bucket of tears. Because a lot of what she talked about, I sailed down those roads with her during her dark times. And so I will post that video, the link to that video, and tell you where to find her testimony at if you are interested in watching that. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get into this Goodwill haul, and then I'm going to go over there and crawl my happy butt into bed. So... all right, first things first, these were $3.49, completely unopened. These are Paw Patrol shower rings. So I'm going to change out the shower curtain rings in the second bathroom. And like I said, these are still brand new. Still sealed up. So $3.49. Little buddy was happy about that. And then I found this. This is brand new. These things tend to run, oh my gosh, probably almost $20 a piece, and I paid $2.49 for this. And this is good for card making and scrapbooking. And it makes the butterfly there. These are really good for if you have problems with your hands, like I do sometimes with grip issues. These are fantastic. So there's that. And of course it's Fiskars, so it's a really good brand. And then this is just like a mix of different craft items. And what sold me on this is these little Christmas craft sticks here. I use these for pumpkins. And I have some of these on my Amazon wish list, and they're not like wood, they're like plastic, and they are super expensive. This entire bag was $3.49. I do not know what's in here. I just grabbed it when I saw the sticks because I know I'm gonna need them for next year. So let's see what's in here, right? Oh, these are cute. These are little 40-piece holiday trims. They're Christmas lights. Fiber craft, huh? Okay, well, never heard of that, but all right, there's those. And these are little beads. They have holes through the top here. If you look, you can see there too. You can stick wire or string or whatever through them. This is, wow, a very ancient Walmart thing. I can't read exactly what that's supposed to say, but all right. These look like just little wooden peg pieces, maybe if you're gonna make like a fairy garden or something. Those are super cute, right? And then here are that is open because I just had a stick fall out. So all these sticks, and then what I do with these is I cut them in half. These ones might pose to be a little bit more difficult to cut in half, but that's what my husband's for, to help me, right? And then also in this bag was 2 more Fisker punchers. These ones are okay to use if your hands are not bothering you. They do punch pretty easy through cardstock, and there's a heart and a circle. And I like these because they have the little safety on them so you don't lose your punches when you're punching. So there's all that. I don't have too much more. Shoot, I forgot to bring it in here. I had one more thing that I bought from Goodwill. It's like a wooden shelf for my desk. Okay, well, I can show that in another video, right? Yeah, because I'm not going all the way out there in the dark living room to get it. Knowing me, I'd trip over the stack of boxes that are in the hallway there. And then they had a whole bunch of cute little flower pots, really cheap, $1.49. They already have foam grips on the bottom, but I'm not going to use them for flower pots. I'm going to wash these out, and I am going to use them either for a pen holder here on my desk, or I will put my crochet hook in it when I am done crocheting. When I do, hopefully I do get that table tomorrow. If not, I'll keep looking for something else. I'm going to put these on the table next to my chair because that's where I will be crocheting a lot this winter. So there's that one. And then I think Little Buddy claimed the green one. I'm not sure. But then there's a green one. Same thing. It's got the rubber grips on the bottom. And that one's a little bit smaller than the other one. And then I saved the best for last because this was a heck of a deal. This was $2.49. All of these are brand new. It's crochet thread. I saw this and I snagged it right away before somebody else could because that is a hot item to get there at Goodwill, is crochet thread and yarn. And I did not see any yarn that piqued my interest. It was all that like chenille. No. So this first one is Red Heart Classic, size 10, 100% mercerized cotton, 300 yards, 1.5 millimeter hook in Victory Red. Okay. Now this next one I really like. This is from J&P Coats. Knit Crocheting, 100% mercerized cotton. It is in the color Shaded Blues. I don't see, it says it's ideal for crochet projects. I don't see yardage or anything like that on this one. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so there's that one. Okay. And then the last one in this is also another J&P Coats Knit Crocheting 100% mercerized cotton. And this one's in the color Maize. Oh, it says right on here 150 yards. So this one, so the Maize one is 150 yards. And it's a size 10. I didn't see that on the other label. But here is the front of that label. And then there's the color. There's like fuzz on this one. I just vacuumed my bedroom. So there's that one. Let me see on this one if they gave they did. It's 150 yards. It doesn't have a size on this though. So yeah, oops. 3 of these, $2.49. Yeah, I'm going back to Goodwill tomorrow to get my table. Hopefully, I pray they have it still. We are also going to St. Vincent de Paul and another thrift store called Annie's Attic that's here in Kingman that sells a ton, and I mean a ton of used furniture, clothing, housewares, everything. So yeah, when you move from 1,000 square feet to 1,900 square feet, you have a lot of house to furnish. Yeah, and plus I left most of my shelving in California because it would not survive the move. It would not. And we proved that with my bookshelves. One of the 4 broke, so we're having to improvise. All right, anyways, I'm going, friends. We're at 17 minutes. I'm sorry it's so long, but I wanted to show you my Goodwill haul. And who knows, maybe I'll have a thrift store haul tomorrow too. We'll see. I'm on the look for certain things, and I'm not going to buy just to buy. So anyways, okay, friends, love, hugs, and prayers to you all. I hope you all are doing well. And I will be back hopefully tomorrow, Friday, with another video for you guys.